Hi friends, Mindy here. I have a haul video to share with you today and a little bit of some story time. So if you have been following on my channel, you know that recently I was out of town. I went to Houston, Texas, and we were there actually for a church convention, but we have family in the area. So ahead of time, we visited some family and some friends, and my birthday happened to fall right in this same time frame. And so one of the things that I like to do when we're there is go to the little craft place. And so that it was kind of the birthday present to me was getting to go there. So I'm going to go through and share some of the things that I got while I was there that I'm very excited about. The first is this funny sticker that says, "I'm not bossy, I'm aggressively helpful," which is just hilarious. So I got that from my water bottle. And then I always pick up some 49 and Market things while I'm there because I love 49 and Market and they always have a really good collection of them. And these were some of the rub-on transfers that I got this time. I don't have these and I love their rub-on transfers. They're always good. So this one is the Curators set. So I have some of the other pieces of this collection, but I didn't have the rub-on transfers. So I got those. I also got a set of the Nature Study mushroom rub-ons because I also have that collection. And then I got this one, which is the Viking ones, which I have this collection and I am dying to do a journal out of this because I love the purples and teals together. This color palette is just so beautiful. So now I have the rub-on transfer, so I'm going to do that. And then while I was there also, I grabbed these laser cut mixed media leaves because I would have bought this entire collection if I could have, if it was there, because it is just beautiful because it's all very mixed media. It looks like there's collage, like book text and everything in these die cuts, and their laser cut elements are just awesome. So I was really, really excited to get those as well. Really excited for everything that I got this day. I also got a couple of Stamperia rice papers or collage papers. I got this beautiful set of butterflies and then this kind of just random sort of collage of book pages, which I just thought was a lot of fun. So that's looking forward to using those. I also got a set of washi from 49 and Market because let's just look at how beautiful these washis are. And so they are different sized rolls. So you have like the Big Daddy roll here, and then you have two other about the same size, but they're all kind of really different widths. One of the things I like about these two is they come with a little bar in there that you can kind of use this as a tape dispenser. So you attach it here and then you can actually kind of almost like run it along there and it will cut your washi. I typically don't use it that way, so I don't really have it out, but that is the way that the box is designed. So I'm really excited about that. I love 49 and Market washi. I also got, while I was there, I forgot about this. Let me take the rubber band off of it. I got this beautiful paper that I think is going to make some amazing journal covers. And it's all coffee, like vintage coffee themes. I mean, it's so good. And it's kind of hard to explain the way that the paper feels, but it's textured. And so I think this is going to make a really good set of coffee themed journal covers. Sorry for all of that noise. Let me just set that off to the side. There's a few more other things that I'm really excited about that I got while I was there. One of the items, which I have already gotten into, so I've taken the packaging off, was this A5 journal from Leuchtturm. So they had a deal there that if you, they were running while I was there, if you bought the journal, they would emboss it for you for free. So I got my name on it, and I just went with this beautiful teal color, and it's just a dot grid on the inside, but I absolutely love it. It's got numbered pages. Very excited to have this particular journal. And then kind of the biggest item for me was actually getting a new fountain pen, which I have already been using like crazy. I used it to take all of my church notes and everything. My Lamy that I had was kind of, it's been struggling the last few months, and so this was kind of the big thing that I really wanted to replace. And so I got a TWSBI Diamond, and it's just got that beautiful, I love the coloring on this one, and I'll show you even the tip, even the nib has coloring on it. So I have been having a lot of fun with that. And then I also got this little I forget what they call it, but just, it's an inkwell, but to refill your inks, but it's purposely designed for this particular pen. So to make filling it a little bit easier. So I already have my ink in there and everything because like I said, I've already been using this on everything. So, and then this is the ink that's actually in my pen. It's like a really, really dark purple. It almost bleeds into black, but it's not quite that dark. So I really am loving that because of course it's purple. So I love it. And then they also were very kind and threw in a couple extra things, a sticker sheet and these funny, this funny gel pen with a little tomato on it. Anyway, so that's everything that I got from the 49 and or not 49 and Market, from the little craft place. They're so lovely in there. If you are ever in the Houston Spring area, go into admire the wall of washi, if you know what I'm talking about. It's amazing, and they are just precious people. They're so sweet, and they were so kind and helpful. And then we also went to a store called Half Price Books, and I found this beautiful bookbinding book. And I have several of these, but these have a few different projects in them that I have not tried. And so I'm looking forward to doing this as well. And then we also went into an antique store or antique mall while we were there, where I got some of the coolest things. And so I'm going to have to pause the video and get one of them because it's huge. I'm going to have to get it up here on my desk, but I just want to share that with you. Okay, so there's no easy way for me to show this entire book, but this is a ginormous ledger. We went into this antique mall and I told my husband, I was like, okay, so what we're looking for is ledgers. We want, you know, I've been looking for some ledgers. And so he found this, and this thing is ginormous. I mean, it is, it's bigger than my mat here. So it's like 16 by 22 or something like that. I mean, it's huge, but it's also, I don't know if you can see how many pages are in there. I mean, hundreds of pages. And so I'm going to try to flip it sideways. I just want to kind of give you, I did post a picture of this actually on Facebook, just on my Facebook group. And so I'm trying not to bump my camera. Oh my goodness. Okay. So it's actually an index to probate records and probate minutes for a Colorado County, Texas. And this is what you're seeing here is basically a third of this page. It's all I can actually fit on camera. But if you're interested in an actual picture of it, I'll try to link one at the end of the video so you can kind of see. But so this thing is huge. These pages are huge, and they're going to be great for junk journaling, for doing art journaling on, because this paper is also really nice and thick. I don't know if you can like hear the quality of this paper. So, I mean, and none of the pages are written on. I know a lot of times when you want ledgers, you want the beautiful handwriting, but I think this is going to be so good for junk journals because these are basically just free writing spaces. And so what I thought I would do is I'm going to break apart this journal or this ledger, and I think I'm going to maybe sell, because I'll never use, I mean, you see all of these pages. I'll never use all of this in my lifetime. And so if you are interested in buying some packs of these ledger pages, these ginormous ledger pages, just let me know in the comments. Pop over to the Facebook group and find my post over there and leave a comment. And then when I have this kind of broken down, I will, I'll put some little packets together, and I can sell those. So you can see, I think I'll be able to get it apart pretty easy, but I mean, she's hefty, but I also thought it would be fun to try to use the cover and like pull the because it's like a canvas material on the cover here. If I can get it cleaned up and maybe even like pull some of this to make a journal cover, I just think would be so cool. So let me get this off my desk and show you some of the other things I got. Okay, so obviously my husband knew the assignment very well, so I ended up with this huge ledger. But I also found this more traditional, smaller one. The only thing with this one, this is also blank. It's actually upside down. This one is also blank. It looks like all the pages that were actually written in, they had torn out or cut out, because it starts with page 7 here, which is mildly disappointing. But at the same time, this is also, you know, just great paper. It's in good condition. And these are going to go great in journals too. I'm very happy to have even this many pages of the just completely blank, and there's no text or anything. It just has the page numbers up at the top. So really like this one as well. So that one I actually found. So this item is something that's probably only important to me, but we were walking around and I could see this emblem kind of peeking out. It was in a cabinet that was locked, and I asked the guy to open it up for me so I could pull it out and look at it, because my dad worked for the Union Pacific Railroad my whole entire life. He retired from there, and he passed away in 2011. And so obviously I'm just very sentimental. I was a daddy's girl, and so I wanted to see this, and when I pulled it out, I literally like almost immediately burst into tears, which was kind of embarrassing at the time. But it was so crazy because this Nebraska service unit, my dad worked in Nebraska. I was actually born in Nebraska. So we were kind of moving around before we ended up in Colorado. And so I was born in Nebraska. He worked in Nebraska. And as soon as I saw this, of all places in, you know, Houston, Texas, I knew that this little thing had to come home with me. I don't know what the guy thought of me. Just, I couldn't help it. I was actually kind of embarrassed, but you know, it just, sometimes those things just kind of creep up on you, even all of these years later. But it's one of those things that I just really like. And I know that this is not something everybody would want, but I really do like all the charts and graphs and things that are in it. And so these do pop into my journals from time to time. I do have other railroad memorabilia and things that do pop into my journals just once in a while, but I just thought this was a treasure. I also got a field guide to wildflowers. I'm really excited about this book. It's really good condition, but they're all like line work flowers. These are going to make great backgrounds and different things. And I like that it's only on one side. So if you want to use just text, you can, but you can, you know, use these without feeling like you're missing out because you're not messing up the image on the back side. There are a few colored pages throughout where you could cut these out and use them for focal points or whatever. But I'm really after these designs right here, because I think they're really, really versatile. There's another one that was like butterflies, and I really wanted that one, but it was like way more expensive than this one. I couldn't figure out because everything about them was the same, so that was very strange. And then another random thing that probably isn't going to be exciting to anybody else, but I thought was cool, is this combined tables book. You can see that it's ginormous, but I love these pages, these types of pages that are just indexed. They're just page after page of numbers. These make such great backgrounds for mixed media things, and just because it's a lot of, you know, visual interest, they make great master boards. And then there's all kinds of them, like different styles in here and different fonts even. And then you have like some graphs in here, which I thought was so cool to find this one. So I will be breaking this down, and these will end up as pages in some of my journals as well. Very excited about that one, and it's chunky too. So I was happy to find that. And then of course I had to get a couple of hymnals. This one I got mostly because I love the font of the titles of these. And so this is an Episcopal hymnal, I guess. So I'm not so, you know, like, I'll use this for, it's a lot of just background, visual interest kind of things for me. They make really great backgrounds for things, but the paper in it it's so good. It's nice and smooth. So I think this would be fun to just even do artwork directly onto it. Like altered book kind of style. I wouldn't do this to the whole hymnal because it's huge, but with that same sort of mixed media art journaling kind of idea with it. So I was really excited to find this one. And then I found another little skinny one. This Antique Mall had all the things. I mean, I could have spent I could have spent a ton of more money than I did there, because they just had some really good treasures. But I got this Songs of Inspiration hymnal, and it was only $3, $3.50. And I love, one of the things I loved about this one is they, like, some of the hymns are starred, and I just think that's so precious. So I really like this one. I would actually use more for the songs or whatever in it than the other one, obviously. But I love that they've kind of gone through, and I don't know if that's ones that they sang a lot or ones that they just particularly enjoyed. I don't know what the reasoning was behind it, but there's quite a lot of them that are marked. There was one, I can't find it now, but it's like, yeah, here it's marked with exclamation marks. So it's just so fun. So this one had to come home with me too. So that was everything. I did, you know, feel a little bit bad for, you know, kind of bursting into random tears for the proprietor there, but I couldn't help it. It was just a fun day. And so I was very spoiled for my birthday this year. And I just wanted to share this with you. So let me know if there are, you know, if you want some of these packs of this big, tall, ginormous ledger, even if you wanted packs of like these combined tables, you know, just let me know, drop some comments. You could, like I said, join me over on my Facebook group, and you can message me over there easier. So anyway, those were all my little treasures from our trip. So if you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, bye.